Great. I'm Abby Fowler, and I was appointed to the board in September, and so now I'm on the ballot this year, and as you know, it's an uncontested race. I am running to protect what I think is the legacy of the Shorewood School District. I grew up here. I'm a product of the district, and I chose to move back here and raise my kids here because I believe strongly that this is a top-notch A1 school district. I specifically wanted to be involved because we are, as you all know, hiring a new superintendent, and I thought that was a very important piece for our leadership and vision moving forward. And so I'm so pleased to be able to have worked so hard for us to bring forward all of these candidates, and I truly believe we're going to find the best leader for the district for the next, hopefully, decade. Secondarily, we are facing, as a lot of you know, a really tough budget that even though I'm going to ask you to please vote yes for the operating referendum, we still have a lot of work to do and need to do some cutting to our budget, and that's going to take some hard work. In my position in how it is that I make my decisions, I always put our children's experience first. So when we are looking at making cuts to various things, it's going to be a student-centered decision from my perspective, and then equally protecting our staff and teachers and administration. You have to bear with me, I'm coming off of COVID and my energy level is very low, so I'm usually way more animated. I would be doing a little song and dance if it weren't for that. So I am, again, very interested in protecting the legacy of the Shorewood School District. I think I'm going to wrap it up there and hand it over to Nathan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming here today, and I'd like to thank the Women's Club and the League for hosting this. I see a number of new faces, and you might not know who I am, so let me make a brief introduction. I'm actually from a very small town in north central Wyoming, and I grew up, both my parents were public school teachers. In second grade, I vividly recall where we hopped in our car, drove 300 miles to Laramie, Wyoming, so that my father could get his master's degree, because this thing called steps and lanes were important then, meant a meaningful increase in his salary. My mother got her teaching certificate, and she became a public school teacher. So I know what it means and the value of public education. Fast forward to today, my wife and I we were very deliberate in deciding where we were going to live, and we picked Shorewood because of the people and the schools. When we moved here back in 2012, our son was just a couple years old, and he is now in 6th grade at Lake Bluff Elementary School. His younger sister is in 4th grade at Lake Bluff, and we have had such a wonderful experience. There are so many wonderful teachers. We also know, and it's probably quite evident, this is a tough time for public education. And that's where I'm hoping to bring my skills as both an attorney and an educator to assist the school district as it faces these headwinds. So I am on faculty at Marquette University Law School. I direct what is called the Law and Entrepreneurship Clinic. You can think of it like a training law office or law firm where my students get hands-on training by assisting low to moderate income entrepreneurs in southeastern Wisconsin. So I am both a teacher and an educator. I'm actively involved in various community organizations. In terms of the university, I actually serve on the university's Innovation Council. I'm on the law school's Teaching and Assessment Committee. So, excellent teaching and support of teachers is really near and dear to my heart. So I don't take too much time. I'll just mention, I don't know if you'd call it a platform or more priorities, but things that are really important to me and that I would bring to service as a board member. The first one, front and center, is really supporting academic excellence and equity for all students. It really is so important right now, and I really will work to help the school district in its efforts. The next one is really supporting excellent teaching, excellence in terms of teachers, and also a culture of teaching excellence, because core to student success really depends, and it boils down to having wonderful teachers. The next one, and I hear this as I talk to other parents and as I participate in school activities, is transparency. I know it's very important for parents and community members, both for, as we're facing this operating referendum, as the school district is dealing with issues like promoting and advancing equity. It's very important about how the school district communicates with the community. Next is on the list is responsible budgeting, right? Boy, the state has certainly put our district in a tough position. Combined, lack of increase in funding for the district with declining enrollment and inflation, it really makes it tough for us. So we have a very important operating referendum on the budget. I believe it's very important that we support it, but I also believe it's important that the school district is responsible as we spend those funds and as we prepare, budgets moving forward. And then the last item that I would mention is in terms of technology. I would like to see the district, I don't have the right title for it right now, maybe responsible technology, but last week my son actually came home and said, "Dad, I think we're on screens too much at school." And this is my son who could spend more time on a screen than you could possibly imagine. And I think through the pandemic, and also just with the advent of technology being anywhere and everywhere, it's really important that we have a discussion about how we use it properly in the classroom to ensure that we are maintaining the best environments and a culture of learning for students, also preparing them for success in the future. So that is an item that I'd like to see the district see. So last I will mention is you are welcome to learn more about my platform, more about me. I put up a website. It's nathanforshorewoodschools.com. It has my phone number on it. It has my email address. I encourage you to reach out, and I'd be happy to grab a coffee and tell you more about myself, and we can talk about Shorewood Schools. So thank you for your time.
I'd like to invite everybody, we are going to have some information about the operating referendums set up outside, so please stop by and ask any questions that you might have and pick up some information. And again, we are going to do a presentation. Okay, we'll be outside to answer questions afterwards as well.
Great. Thank you, Abby and Nathan. This concludes the candidate forum portion hosted by the Shorewood Women's Club. We participate in voter forums with the goal of public education. We do not support or oppose any political party, candidate, or proposed measure. With that, I will turn it over to the Shorewood School District. They will provide information and answer questions regarding the upcoming referendum.